The alarm screams. Your body feels like concrete. You slept 8 hours, maybe even more than that. But when the alarm goes off, you feel dead. If this is you, you're not alone. More than 1 in 3 adults experience this every single day. And what I'm about to reveal will change how you see mornings forever. This video is educational only, not medical advice. Before the day even starts, you already feel behind. If this sounds familiar, let me tell you something important. This is not laziness. It's not lack of discipline. And it's not just getting older. When you wake up drained after a full night in bed, your body is signaling something. Something is interrupting your recovery, and most people never investigate it. Here's the truth that changes everything. 8 hours in bed does not guarantee 8 hours of restoration. Sleep is not just about duration. It's about oxygen. It's about hormones. It's about what your body is actually doing while you think you're resting. Let's start with something that affects millions who don't even know they have it. Sleep apnea. You fall asleep. Everything seems calm. But your airway partially collapses. Breathing slows. Sometimes it completely stops for several seconds. Your oxygen drops. Your brain senses danger. And it forces a micro-awakening to make you breathe again. You don't remember it. But it can happen 30, 50, sometimes 100 times per hour. Imagine trying to charge your phone overnight, but someone keeps unplugging it every few minutes. That's your brain during fragmented sleep. Deep sleep is when your muscles repair. REM sleep is when your brain resets emotionally and cognitively. If those cycles are constantly interrupted, you wake up feeling like you never slept at all. Loud snoring. Waking up with a dry mouth. Morning headaches. Feeling exhausted by mid-morning. These are not normal. And treatment can completely transform someone's energy. Now here's another hidden one that most people miss: iron. Most people think iron only matters if you're anemic. But your body stores iron in something called ferritin. And ferritin is what feeds oxygen into your cells. Low ferritin doesn't just make you a little tired. It makes every single cell in your body produce less energy. Less oxygen means less mitochondrial output. Less mitochondrial output means less life force. You can sleep 10 hours and still wake up depleted if your cells are underpowered. This is extremely common in women. Common in people with restrictive diets. Common in people with digestive issues. And it's often missed because doctors only check hemoglobin. Ferritin tells a different story. This one test can explain years of unexplained exhaustion. If this is making sense so far, do me a favor. Hit the like button. It helps more people discover information that could change their mornings. Now let's talk about your body's gas pedal. Think about your thyroid. Your thyroid is like the gas pedal of your metabolism. When it slows down, even slightly, everything slows. Your energy. Your focus. Your recovery. Your body temperature. You start needing more coffee just to feel normal. You tell yourself you're just stressed. But months pass. And exhaustion becomes your baseline. Sometimes lab numbers fall within normal. But your body doesn't feel normal. That matters. A complete thyroid panel includes TSH, free T4, and antibodies. Not just TSH alone. When properly identified and treated, energy can completely shift. Now let's talk about something most people completely underestimate. Vitamin D. It's not just about bones. Your brain has vitamin D receptors in areas that regulate your sleep-wake cycle. Low vitamin D is associated with lighter sleep and increased fatigue. And deficiency is incredibly common. Indoor work, winter months, darker skin tone, aging. You may think you're sleeping enough, but your sleep architecture may be weaker than it should be. Testing is simple and inexpensive. Correction with proper guidance can restore sleep depth. Then there's B12. This one is powerful. B12 supports your nervous system and red blood cell production. When it's low or borderline, fatigue can feel crushing. Brain fog, mood changes, poor concentration. And here's the frustrating part. You can test normal and still be functionally low. Absorption decreases with age. Certain medications interfere with it. And many people never look deeper when fatigue persists. Advanced testing like MMA and homocysteine reveals functional deficiency. Sometimes B12 injections create life-changing improvements. Now let's talk about stress. Because this one hits almost everyone. Your body runs on a circadian rhythm. Cortisol should rise in the morning to wake you up, then gradually decline toward night. But modern life flips this pattern. Late night scrolling, emails at 10 p.m., chronic emotional stress. Your cortisol stays high when it should be low. You fall asleep tired, but your nervous system stays alert. Sleep becomes shallow. Then morning comes, and cortisol fails to rise properly. You hit snooze. Again. And again. And again. You're not weak. Your rhythm is inverted. And late night screens make it worse. Managing stress is not optional. It's foundational. And finally, blood sugar. You eat a high-carb dinner. Blood sugar spikes. Insulin floods in. Hours later, glucose drops. Your body interprets that drop as a threat. It releases adrenaline and cortisol to rescue you. Even if you don't fully wake up, your deep sleep gets disrupted. This happens silently, night after night. Balancing dinner with protein and fiber stabilizes overnight glucose. No spike means no crash. No crash means uninterrupted restoration. Now here's the part most people miss. These problems don't exist alone. Stress affects thyroid. Poor sleep worsens blood sugar control. Low vitamin levels amplify fatigue perception. It becomes a loop. And you start thinking something is wrong with you. But fatigue is not a character flaw. It's a biological signal. If you wake up exhausted every single day, your body is asking for investigation. So what can you actually do? First, observe patterns. Do you snore? Do you wake up with headaches? Do you crash mid-morning? Does fatigue worsen after stressful days? Track it. Second, have a real conversation with your provider. Ask about ferritin. Ask about B12. Ask about a full thyroid panel. Ask about vitamin D if snoring is present. Discuss a sleep evaluation. Third, optimize what you control. Consistent wake time, even on weekends. Morning sunlight exposure within first hour. Protein and fiber at dinner. Screens off at least an hour before bed. Stress regulation daily, non-negotiable. These basics sound simple, but they are powerful. And when your systems align, energy often returns. Let me say this clearly. You are not lazy. You are not broken. You are likely under-recovered. And when the root cause is identified, mornings can feel completely different. I've seen people go from dragging themselves out of bed to waking naturally with energy. The difference is investigation. The difference is taking your fatigue seriously. Your body is not betraying you. It's sending you signals. I'll see you in the next video.